I want you to take me where I wanna be. I said, I, what, I. All right, guys. So, where's my list of stuff to talk about? They were here the whole time. Let's run through this very quickly. It's like 1 p.m. and it's Sunday. It's a day late. I completely forgot about this yesterday because it was very interesting at one point. And I was like, damn, I wish there was a way for me to like record this, but I don't do my diary anymore. Should I talk about my diary? Because I really want to remember this thing that happened. Until today, I was like, oh, fuck, my video and my video diaries, my video entries. Foolishness. Anyways, so this Sunday, nothing happened as usual. Monday, so Monday I went to Pure Gym. Got in, everything was fine. Then I saw Sima, but I pretended like I didn't see Sima and I just, kept walking. This is like 40 minutes into my workout, so yeah, so I was like almost done anyway. Going to get some water, and then I acted like I didn't see her, and then I was at the waterfall, and then she came over, and I was like, oh my god, like, how are you in here right now, and whatever. She's like, yeah, I had problem. She messaged me. I saw a WhatsApp notification, but I never opened it. She's like, yeah, I messaged you about getting it, and I literally never opened it, so I opened it right there, and it was her messaging me saying, hey, my key card isn't working. Are you in here by any chance? I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I could have saw this and left. I didn't see this or whatever. She's like, it's okay, yeah. So the attendant person had to let me in, and she said when I'm finished she let me out. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she went back to her workout, and yeah. And then I think I spent like another 10 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna go the extra 20 more minutes. I am just gonna leave now. Had my stuff to bathe, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna bathe. I wanna get out now as soon as possible. Just in case like something happens and I get caught and it's dramatic and they're looking at me, and yeah, I was like, let me just leave now. I can shower at my yard. And I just left. And then Sima said, when she was leaving, whenever that is, when she was leaving, so she went she was like, where's the woman? She was like wondering where the woman is. I'm supposed to let her out. She's not by her desk. So some other person was like, oh yeah, I know her. You can just jump through with me, because it's like a tube, and it's not a very big tube. Like, I really have to hold my bag close in the tube. So she and this girl had to go into the tube. I don't know if they both had bags or one of them had bags, but she's like, yeah, you could just jump through with me. So they both got into the tube, and then Simon said it was like very dramatic. The two of them was squeezed up in there. It was very hard for two of them to finally get in, and they finally got in, and people were looking, and one of the people that were looking was a guy that she was talking to, and she had to cut him loose because one, his dick was just too big. She said it was too big, so she can't do that on a regular. And she said, yeah, one time they had sex and they went to sleep, and then they woke up, and he was like pushing that vibe to have sex, and she was like, no, I just woke up, I don't feel in the mood, and also like her dick is too big, like, no. And he's still pushing the vibes on her, and at one point they're watching TV, and he was like sucking on her toes, like to get her in the mood. And she's like, what the fuck? So that guy that she had to cut off or stop talking to, he was there just watching her trying to Jimmy screeching through the door with this other girl. So that was Monday. On Wednesday, Jada called me spilling tea about Tasia. I forget all the things she said now. So she was saying basically, yeah, she talking to Tasia. She is going through it. She was talking to this boy really seriously, and The boy accused her of cheating when she wasn't. She have her fake accounts watching him, obviously, and yeah, he dumped her basically, so she is down and out about that. She is like failing her classes, or yeah, she's failing year 2, or she's scared about failing year 2, something along those lines. And she got fired from her stripping job. Yes, honey, she was stripping. She got fired from her stripping job, and I don't know if I said it here. Maybe not. Maybe I did, because I've been doing this since January. Oh my god, what week are we on? But yeah, I've been doing this since January, so I probably said it. But yeah, so Tasia's been stripping, whatever. So apparently, yeah, she's been stripping. And you know, the guys, they buy chips. So they at the front they give cash for a certain number of chips. And then they throw the chips at the girls, not actual cash. So, and then yeah, the girls have to collect the chips, take the chips to the front, and then cash it out. Yeah, collect the chips, take it to the front, and then exchange it for cash. But when you take the chips to the front, they take out a certain percentage to pay them for like rent, because you're dancing in their place. They're taking out for like lessons because they taught you how to do certain things, and yeah, you know it can get predatory, honey. So sometimes she would steal chips, I guess, like to sell them on the outside, because Jada was like, sometimes she would have chips like in her bra or under her breast or something, and they would catch her. So I don't know what she was gonna do with the chips in the outside world. I don't know, but anyways, that's what she said. She got caught stealing the chips, or was she stealing them from other people? I don't know. But yeah, got caught stealing chips many times. Also, yeah, you know, they can go to the private room, and they can pay the girls extra chips for a private dance. So brain fart. So yeah, and then she would sometimes let them pay her cash to do other sexual activities with her. So apparently they watch her, they can see her somehow. So they can see the girls in the private room, and they've spoken to her about it, and she's continued to do it. So I don't know if she knows they can see her, why she keeps doing it. But anyway, she continues to do it, and they've caught her. So between her stealing chips multiple times, between her breaking the rules in terms of letting the guys touch her multiple times, and at one point, she said there was like some sort of fight. She and one other girl fought another girl, so they were like, we have to let you go. Like, this is too much. So they let her go. Yeah, and I think that was, oh yeah, and at one point, yeah, she was like, yeah, you know, I spoke to her about the three of us meeting up so I could play mediator and get you two to talk back together and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I don't know what happened. I think Thursday, Jada called me again, and she was like, yeah, so after she was like, fine, she was like, yeah, whatever, okay, whatever, I can be civil. I don't know if he can be civil. Then Thursday, she's like, if Michael wants to talk, that's what Jada's saying, that Tisha say, if Michael wants to talk to me, he doesn't need to go through you. He can just reach out to me and talk to me directly. So thankfully, Jada had to tell her, this is not, Michael did not tell me to reach out to you. This is me reaching out to two of you because I want two of you to talk. The two of you don't want to talk to each other, and I want y'all to talk. And then so now she's like, I don't even know what that is going to solve anyways, like a talk, like what is that even going to achieve? So I was like, yeah, I'm willing to talk. She's not willing to talk. What are we going to do? So that's just that. And yeah, Wednesday I explained my side of the story to Jada about not wanting to really be friends with Tasia anymore. And I don't deny that Jada brought some things back to her, because Jada did bring some things back to me, you know. And one of the things Jada said that she said was, yeah, and I know Tasia brought things back to her because Jada brought things back to her because after I spoke to her about Christmas 2022, then Christmas fun. She come to me on Thursday talking about, yeah, Tasha was saying some shit about Christmas, but like last year Christmas. I'm like, So obviously you bring up Christmas 2022, so she brings up Christmas 2023. So apparently she told Jada, so we were supposed to do a gift exchange thing, and she bought my stuff, and I told her, yeah, girl, I got so caught up in school and stuff, I did not buy things for you, so I can just wire you the money like next year when I get the next government scholarship installment. So she was saying, yeah, I'm a user. Because at one point I was like, Jada's a user, of course. Tasha is a user, of course. She on your ass talking about, yeah, when I come down this summer, I'm gonna need a ride to go to work. And yeah, we gonna have to take pictures. We have to meet up and take pictures, whatever. And I'm like, when she went on Christmas, she never business about seeing you. Summer, she only saw you once. And that was when we slept over your house. She only business hard up to see you now, so y'all can go out and take pictures and take videos, and then you'll post them and then I'll see them. That's the only reason she hard up to see you. She's a user. And she's like, LOL, because she said the same thing about you. And I'm like, same thing about me. What are you talking about? I'm a user. And then she's like, yeah, she bought these things for you. Y'all were supposed to do a gift exchange, and she bought your gifts, but you didn't buy hers. And I was like, first of all, how am I a user? Because I never received the gift. It's not like I received the gifts and she didn't receive hers. She has them correct. So how am I a user? But she bought my gifts. I was supposed to buy her gifts, but I got so caught up in school, I just put it to the back burner, and I never did get to it. Yeah, so I forgot all about that. So I told her I don't even remember. I didn't even know she bought my gifts. We just talked about the gift exchange, and then we never spoke about it again. And then when I was remembering, I was like, oh shit, we did speak about it. And I did tell her I would send her the money. But anyways, I was like, yeah, I didn't even know she bought my gifts. I didn't know that. How am I a user when I never even received the gifts? Tasia also told her I made her fight for her gift. I made her fight some other bitch for her gift on her birthday. And that's the only how she got a birthday gift out of me. And Jada was like, yeah, you know Michael could be cheap. She was like, you need to explain that to me. Like, what was that? Because I know you could be cheap, and I don't like when you be being cheap, but you could be cheap. And I was like, yes, I could be very cost effective. And I just want to say this was February 2022. I paid for the cake, for Tasha's cake, which was not cheap. I bought all the decorations to decorate the place. I bought alcohol, I bought mixers, I invited a bunch of people because she didn't want to be lonely on her birthday. And they brought alcohol, they brought mixers. Yeah. And my time going back and forth to that fucking cake store because she kept changing her mind on what she wanted, and she wanted the full list of everything. Blah, 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 blah. So going back and forth for that. Yeah, so paying for all those stuff, inviting all those people, doing this for her because she didn't want to be alone on her birthday, back and forth with the time. Yeah, I did all this for Tasia for her birthday, and this is after Tasia's done nothing for me. For 5 years, we've been friends. She's done nothing for me for my birthday. I've done nothing for her birthday. And now, on her birthday, I've done something for her. I spent all this money and did all this stuff for her. And she's never bought anything for me. So she's lucky. That was her gift. That was her gift. And in terms of her fighting some other bitch for her gift, she and my flatmate, Megan, who I am quite close to, they're 2 days apart. Megan is the 7th. Tasia is the 5th. And even though they're 2 days apart, and even though this party took place in Megan's place because we share a flat, so this is my kitchen, Megan's kitchen, it was all about Tasia. It's Tasia's day, even though it's both, they're in the same, and it's not even Tasia's actual birthday. It was the 3rd. It was a Friday. Tasia's birthday was on a Sunday. So it's not even like her actual day. It's her birthday week, and it's also Megan's birthday week. So The party was for Tasia, the cake was for Tasia, and yeah, it was like a fun little game. I wrapped up a like Victoria Body secret set, some sort of set thing, in a gift, and then wrapped that in tape, and I gave them mittens, and they had to like open the gift with their mittens, and they were timed. They had to pass it back and forth. So no, I don't know if she made you think I had her beating some bitch's ass or some bitch was beating her ass gladiator style for the gift, but that's not what happened. It was a fun game, non-contact sport game they had to play, and Tasia won the gift. Tasia's fucking lucky talking about, yeah, he never let me take the cake home, and I said I was letting her take that fucking cake home so she could not eat it. I love cake. Tasia barely eats. She's not taking what left of the cake to fucking not eat it. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I spent this money on Tasha's birthday party, and Tasha never spent no fucking money on my birthday before that. So Tasha is lucky. Tasha's very lucky. Yeah, the only reason she got me that nice little box set for my birthday is because I did something for her birthday. That's the only reason. So I, yeah, explained that to her, explained the Christmas thing to her, and other things. So anyways, moving on from that, that was like Wednesday, Thursday. Also on Thursday, I was supposed to meet this guy off of Grindr. I'm starting to think he's probably a fake. It was like a really cute looking guy, and it said he was 19, and yeah, his profile picture was just like his hand on his crotch, but it's like, and you know, his hands looked really, I had like the way his hands looked, and it was like on his crotch, but he's wearing like these nice dress pants. And then when he was messaging me, we were talking, and he sent me a picture of him, but the pictures of him like this in the mirror, looking very tall, looking very nice, looking very, yeah. And he said, yeah, he'll come to me after work on Thursday. So we're talking on Wednesday. And he was like, yeah, I like when guys are dressed up all feminine, you could be feminine. So I sent him a picture back of me like this as well, so he couldn't really see me. He's like, yeah, he likes when guys are dressed all feminine and blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, I'll do my makeup, and yeah, I have this lingerie and this pink skirt and blah. He's like, yeah, wear all that for me tomorrow, whatever. So Thursday comes now, and we were kind of talking in the day a little bit. Then now it's time for him to arrive, like 4, and he's pissing me off. Talking, and from all the whole day, he's like, send me pictures, send me pictures, send me pictures. I'm like, no, I'm not sending you pictures. You can see when you come. And at one point, I just sent a picture of like me in the skirt. This is like when he was almost, he's like, I'm leaving work now, like what? And I was like, come. And that's the only picture I sent to him, like, because I've had this happen to me before where guys ask me for pictures of me all dolled up and dressed up, and I think they just want the pictures because they see it, they're complimenting me, oh, I look so nice, and then they just don't fucking come. They don't come and see me. So I thought that was going to happen this time. So I'm like, no, you can see me in person when you come. And then he's like, oh, I don't see what the big issue is. And I'm like, you can come or you cannot come. Yeah, he was like, I don't see what the big issue is. And I was like, you know what? Never mind. Just don't come. He's like, I'm leaving work now. Like, what should I do? And I'm like, don't come. He doesn't see what the big issue is. So I just left him on delivered. After I did my makeup, I told him, like, my makeup is on. I have these clothes on. I'm waiting for you. You want pictures? I've sent you a picture just of down here, like me in the skirt. He wants more pictures of me. Oh, because at one point I asked him he wants to see more of me. So I sent him like a picture of me like this in the mirror with my wig on, a picture from last year. And then he was like, and I was like, and what about you? He sent me back the same exact photo he sent of me like this, of him in the mirror. And I was like, you already sent that photo. Hours later is when he will respond, well, I'm leaving from work now, what should I do? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, yeah, my makeup is on. I have these clothes on. I have my wig on. I didn't have my wig on. I was not going to put on my wig. And he wants more pictures. I'm like, I'm not, you can see me when you come. Then at one point he's like, well, I don't know what to do now. So, he's like, yeah, I don't know what the big issue is. So I just left him on delivered, read, whatever, on Grindr. And another guy came over. He was not as good looking. And he was like short. He's either my height or like an inch shorter than me. But oh my God. He pleased me, baby. I was pleased. I was very much so pleased. Yeah, he had sucked it kind of good. He ate me or whatever, and yeah, he was like jerking me off while he was fucking me, and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and yeah, it was a lot of cum, a lot of cum. So, anyways, yeah, and I still had my makeup on. I was like, I don't want to just wash my makeup off, so I was like, Saima, hey girl, you want to go out? I know this is last minute, but do you want to go out tonight? It was like 6:30 at this point. I'm like, you want to go out tonight? Is she? Message back. She's like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's just do it. So I was like, okay, what about 8? So she said, yeah. So I ate and then got ready. Didn't have to do my makeup. Oh, it saved me so much time. Didn't have to do my makeup. Just literally put on my clothes. And yeah, saw her for 8. We went to the Adelphi. We talked. And oh yeah, also keep in mind I've been talking to a guy, not really talking, but yeah, talking to a guy on Wednesday on Grindr. He messaged me. His name is Harry. And he says, like, yeah, he always sees me in the gym. And I was like, oh my God, really? I don't think I've seen you. He looks kind of, in the picture, he looks kind of familiar. And I was like, I think I've maybe seen him before. But I don't know why in person I was like, damn, you don't look familiar. But for some reason in the picture, I'm like, I think I've seen you before. Anyways, so he's like, yeah, I've seen you before. You always strut into the gym with such confidence. You have catwalk energy and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, stop. Yeah, so he was supposed to meet me. He's like Friday in the gym. He's like, yeah, I can't do Thursday. I've got to do something on Thursday. So Friday. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I went out with Saima on Thursday. We were out and whatever. And I had him on Snap. And at one point he messaged me while I was out. And this was like just when Saima got out to go to the bathroom. And he was like, Sean. And I was like, Harry. So I was like, oh my God, is he like actually here? Does he see me? Let me not turn around and let me not look around. So he was like, yeah, he's home. He's a little drunk. He's had some things to drink and he's just looking for attention. I was like, well, I'm actually out with friends drinking and I also like attention. So we're talking for a little bit or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, I'll probably see you tonight. I'm going after my night out or whatever. So me and her went from there. She wanted to go. I was like, I've never been to Roper Hall. So we went to Roper Hall. Empty. And then we went to Northern Way. Old man things. Literally a bunch of old white men in there. Karaoke. So we went to Baker Street because she really wanted to go Baker Street. Walk all day Baker Street, nothing is happening. So we were walking back and some guy in a Benz. So a guy came around. Yeah, a guy in a Benz drove around when we were walking and he was like really looking. So I was like, oh, I guess he likes what he sees. Drove around the block, came back again. He was like really looking. And I was like, oh, there's this guy again. I don't know which one of us it is that he likes, but okay. Came around a third time, but this point, yeah, we crossed over this time, and he was like, hi, hello. And I was like, hi, hello. And he's like, you're very beautiful, you're very pretty. And he's talking to me. And I was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, and I was like, oh my God. And I just walked and I was hoping he came around again. It was like, that's never happened to me before. So I was like, oh my God, how do I even react to this situation? Because I was like, if he fucking comes back, I will like go to that car and flirt with him and see what's up. But he never did come around a fourth time. What else? What else? Yeah, so we walked back and we went to Ships and Giggles and I was telling her about him. She's like, you should invite him. You should invite him. And I was like, all right, I guess. So I invited him. He said when I invited him, he's like, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes. He showed up like an hour later because it's to the point. I think at 30 minutes in, she asked about him and I was like, I'm not waiting. It's been 30 minutes and he said 10 minutes. I'm not waiting for him. He lives at Whitendale. Please. And then, yeah, an hour later, he finally shows up and I was like, oh. And he's like, oh, yeah, I came, but my mate was out front and he was going through it, so I had to be with him for a little bit, and then I came to you. I thought that you were gonna meet me out. I just thought you were gonna like meet me out there, and I was like, I messaged you and said I'm in the bear garden. Why would I go out there and meet you? But anyways, yeah, we had a good, cute little time, the three of us talking and stuff. He's a fucking idiot. I caught from very early he is a fucking idiot. But yeah, eventually Simon left. She's like, I'm gonna give you your tire. So she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go in 10 minutes. Then she eventually left. And yeah, he's giving me a bunch of compliments and stuff, and my traps and my this and like that. And I was like, oh my god. Yeah. After she left, he was like, you're not even gonna walk your friend out. And I was like, oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, I should. But he was like, you don't have to. I'm like, no, I should. Okay, I'm gonna walk her out and come back. So I ran to walk her out, but she was already like, what do you call that? Like across the street. So I left it. I turned back to like go back, and he is by the little game place where his friends are. He's just there. Like I saw him like run back there. He didn't see me, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go back and sit for a few minutes, and if he doesn't come back, I'm just gonna leave because I'm getting mixed signals now. Like, what the fuck? So I went back to sit, but two guys just sat down, so took our seat, and I was like, oh, okay. So I went to sit somewhere else for literally maybe 2 minutes, and I was like, actually, you know what? Fuck this. Let me walk through there. Maybe he'll see me. Also, I need to pee. So I'm going to walk through there, pee. By the time I finish pee and come out, if he has not seen me, I'm probably just going to go. So I went, walked past. He was like by the bar at this time talking to his friend. Again, I saw him. He didn't see me. I went to the bathroom, peed, and I was like, oh, I really want to go home with him. Let me try one more thing. So I was like, let's get out of here. I messaged him and said, let's get out of here. So I came out of the bathroom, and when I was coming out of the bathroom, I saw him like walking out. So he was outside, and I sideswiped his message. He was messaging me, hey, are you outside? Where did you go? I didn't see you when